Are we ready? Almost ready. Almost ready. Very good. What's the time? Okay, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. This is Fxpassion broadcasting you live on TradingView, and this is Forex Trading Course 101. Remember, trading is a learnable skill when we learn in the correct way. The MST, M stands for the market, S stands for the strategy, so we need to learn how strategy works inside the market. And the big one, right? The trader, the big one. So we need to learn all the three, those are the three pillars in order to make consistent profits, right? Not occasional, but consistent profits. And when we learn, okay, in the correct way, and we are trying to do this with all of these modules here. So today's lesson number 9, the 3 trend lines every time frame has and how to understand them for better trading success. So if this is your first time with us, everybody, we are in the basic module. And I'm sorry, yesterday I didn't have the notifications on the chat. So you are saying to me, hello, how are you? And I'm sorry. Hello, Lucas, how are you? And remember, everybody, 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. The webinars are not trading or investment advice. The webinars are for educational purposes only. Don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose. For questions or homeworks, TradingView house rules apply. You can contact me in private chat, or you have my Gmail contact in the signature field below the streaming video. Musa, you are the master. Thank you very much. You are the master, Musa. I'm just a humble servant. So, and never forget, everybody, having 2 skills is better than 1. Having 3 skills is better than 2, especially in times of uncertainty, and trading is a learnable skill. Please share this, everybody. This course is for free, okay? Some of your parents want to become a trader. Some of your friends lost jobs in the pandemic, okay? So having 3 skills is better than 2. Some of the business owners went bankrupt in the pandemic, okay? Share this, everybody. We are here to give back to the community. And that being said, so let's jump into the charts, okay? Let's jump into the chart. So the 3 trend lines every time frame has, okay? So every time frame on every currency pair, could have minimum, there is no maximum, but could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever trend lines. Okay, so today we're going to talk more about trend lines. Okay, and one more time, I'm sorry for yesterday. I didn't have the notifications on the chat on, so some of you were asking questions. Okay, now lesson 9, what we're going to learn today. Okay, so it's a rule. I'm not your father, and I'm not going to say you must not, but you should not draw trend lines everywhere, because strict rules apply. Okay, everybody, if I would be your boss, if I would be your your manager, then I would say you must not draw trend lines everywhere. So I'm not your boss, and you should not draw trend lines everywhere because strict rules applies. What are the rules? Okay, trend lines, a trend line, okay, a trend line starts always with, okay, number 1, an absolute low / high. It could be low or high. Okay, an absolute low or high. Number 2, the first the first low slash high of a pattern, okay. Number 3, a trendline starts always with or at the starting point of a trend. What else? Let me think. So a trendline starts always with an absolute low or absolute high, or number 2, the first low high of a pattern, you know, at the starting point of a trend. Or maybe it's a lowest low or highest high, right? Well, lowest low, highest high. Okay, well, we can add this, right? Number 4, lowest low slash highest high. Highest high, highest. Highest high. Okay, everybody, take a screenshot of this. You should not draw trend lines everywhere because strict rules apply. A trend line starts always with, so trend lines have a starting point, everybody, you know. It could be an absolute low high, like from the monthly chart, like from the weekly chart. It could be the first low or high of a pattern that we are trading, you know. Maybe it's at the starting point of a trend. And remember, we learned how to confirm a trend. Or it could be the lowest low or the highest high, again, of a pattern, right? Highest high of a pattern. Okay? So, this is AUDCAD, everybody, 2-hour chart, right? This is AUDCAD 2-hour chart. Now, that being said, where is the... So let's in here, okay? Those are the rules, and this is the AUDCAD 2-hour chart, okay? And I'm going to draw, so we learned about the beginning stuff, right? We learned about that we should not break candles, bodies, or wicks, but I'm going to draw my trend line, you know, from here to here. Tell me, everybody, is this trend line correct? There is no right or wrong. We are here to learn. This is my arrow. Okay, look at the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and tell me, everybody, what do you think? Is this trend line correct or not correct? And don't be shy, you know, there is no right or wrong. What do you think? You can say, well, yes, this trend line is correct. You can say, no, this trend line is not correct. You can say, well, I really don't know. Right? What do you say? And this is a beginner's trader issue, right? Because beginner traders are seeing some professional trader doing something and they say, oh, I'm going to do the same, right? Musa, false. Well, let's see if it's true. Let's see. We are going to zoom in, right? We're going to zoom in. And let's see if this is true. Musa says it's not okay. So a trend line starts with an absolute low. Is this an absolute low? No, it's not, right? Lucas says not correct for me. Low says according to the rules, it looks wrong. Everybody, all of you are correct. So, but let's go step by step. This is a beginner course. We have some grandpas and grandmas here too. No, I'm not joking. No, I'm not joking. Okay. So, oh, really, Grandpa? The trader's job is not just for the young guys, you know, and the young girls, you know. My grandpa wants a Ferrari too, you know. And a bunch of the young kids, you know, what do they know about life, right? Okay, let's focus here. You know, so is this an absolute low? No, it's not. Is this the first low of a pattern? Not really, you know. Is this at the starting point of a trend? Well, Not really, right? I mean, yeah, this is a low, right? So this is a low. Come on, TradingView. So this is a low, this is a high, this is a low, and this is a high. So this low, it is. This low, it is a part of a trend, of the uptrend, but is this the starting point? Is this a starting point? And Alfred Chu says no. Number 4, is this the lowest low or the highest high? So is this the lowest low of the pattern? So as you can see, everybody, 1, 2, 3, 4, not correct, right? Congratulations to you. So what we are going to do, we are going to zoom in. Okay, we are going to zoom in and we are going to do something like this. We are going to click, we are going to extend and slowly. We don't want to break any bodies and wicks of candles. What about this trend line? Is this trend line correct? So X on this one, not correct. What about the long uptrend line? What do you think? You can say yes, you can say no, you can say I don't know. Elifred says yes. Thank you very much. Anybody else? And we can compress the chart too, right? We can compress more the chart, maybe to see something different, right? So we are on AUD CAD 2-hour chart. And okay, looks like Low says it's better, not sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So not sure. Okay, now those are the rules, Low. And so is this trend line starts with the at the starting point of a trend? So Low, you are not sure. Thank you very much. Appreciate the honesty. So what do you say, Low? Is this the starting point of the uptrend? And thank you very much, everybody. So you don't need to have all of them, right? But it should be one of them. Okay? It is a lowest low. So, okay, this is the lowest low. Yes, sir. It's the starting point of the uptrend. Yes, sir. Is this the absolute low? Well, not sure because I need to go back in time. Most likely not. It's not the absolute low. But it is a starting point of a trend, and you know, is the lowest low. Well, it's not the absolute low. So this is okay, right? Now, very slowly for the grandpa. Talking about this specific uptrend, the first trend line. Is this long term, medium term, or short term? Low says yep. Elifred says yes, it is the starting point. Thank you very much. Everybody, is this uptrend line long term, medium term, or short term? You know, so this is theory, right? The first one, it's considered long term. If the second one appears, it's considered, pardon my English, medium term. If the third one appears, it's considered, you know, short term. From the 4th to 1,000, those are the aggressive ones. Okay. Low, how can we tell? Hopefully you got it. Okay. This lesson, everybody, is nothing specific, but it's more of the vocabulary, you know, when we are talking to each other, what we are trading, you know, and we're saying, well, I'm going long term on the long-term trend line. So this is the trend line. And remember, every time frame, 15-minute chart too, has the long term, the medium term, and the short term. We're going to check. Okay. Elifred, long term, yes sir. Okay, so long term we are up. Now we are going to draw another one. We should not break candles bodies until the trend changes. Okay, now what is the, let's change colors. If the black one is long term, what is the orange one? Yes, it can touch the wick, but you should not break the wicks like this. You know, this would be a mistake. Don't break wicks, everybody. You know, oh, but Gianpaolo from the YouTube channel. Gianpaolo from the YouTube channel is Gianpaolo from the YouTube channel. Okay. In this course, we are saying don't break the wicks. The second one is intermediate, midterm. Congratulations, very good. And if we let's zoom in, beginner traders, you know, if you are not sure, you are going to zoom in. So I'm going to try to draw something like this. Let's change colors, you know. Question number one, what is the red one? And question number two, is the red one okay as a trend line? What do you say? What do you say, everybody? The red line, is it okay, yes or not, and what it's called? So this is the long term. The orange one is the medium term. What about the red one? You want to trick us? Yes. Yes. Is the red one okay? It's okay as a trend line short term. Sefer says no. Why not? Why not? Sefer, you are right. Elifred, short term. Okay, everybody, so it's not okay. Why not? A trend line, we learned this from the previous lessons. If this is your first time, please go back and watch lesson number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this trend line, the red one, it's not correct. Why not? A trend line is a tool that confirms a trend. You know, so it's not okay because this trend line does not conform. It's not conforming the uptrend. Okay, it's not okay. So I should readjust now, right? Now it's conforming the trend. So let me delete this one, delete this one, delete this one. Beginner traders, pay attention. Okay, I need to readjust. So for the grandpa, okay, for the grandpa, very slowly. This trend line, the red one, it was okay back in time. Okay, do we agree, everybody? Back in time, we don't see the future. The red trend line was okay. Why? Because it was conforming what is happening above. The market was making higher highs, higher lows. Agreed? Can't wait to go back and watch the rest of your videos. Thank you very much. Okay, very slowly for the grandpa. Okay, this trend line was okay because it was making higher highs, higher lows. So this trend line followed the concept that the trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. In this case, the uptrend. But then, beginner traders, you know, especially you guys and girls who are on the, and grandpas too, who are on the 15-minute chart, 10-minute chart, 30-minute chart, you know, in a matter of hours, the market can do something like this, you know, and you would say, well, the market broke the trend line, you know. So one more time, if this would be the case, the answer was yes, but then the market moved forward and it's continually making higher highs, higher lows. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, everybody? The beginner traders on the smaller time frames, you need to pay attention and you need to constantly readjust your trend lines. This is a rule. Oh, yes, but I don't want to hear it. There is no yes, but. Okay? So, and all of you guys and girls are correct. So this is the aggressive uptrend line, okay? Safer says yes, low can trade. Okay, very good. So, AUD CAT 2-hour chart, everybody, long or short? On the demo account, you want to make some pips and money, you know, don't play around on the live account, you know. So, long or short, based on the trend lines, okay? Oh, is this that simple? Yes and no. But step by step, we are going to upgrade the knowledge. We are talking about trend lines today, you know. So talking about trend lines, right? And talking about specifically the 2-hour chart, and talking about specifically about this story. We are talking about stories. Why story? Because the story has a beginning and an end. It's just vocabulary, you know. Going short because your JP Morgan Chase, Citibank, Super Mega Expert Robot Advisor is telling you to go short is wrong. Agreed? Elifred long, very good. Okay, grandpa and grandma too. This environment, okay, this environment right now, specifically this quadrant, okay, we need to take care not to mix apples and bananas, you know. Going short right now is wrong. Oh, you are so smart. It's not about being smart, you know. We are learning as beginner traders, trade what you see. And today's lesson 9. Trade what you see, okay? Do you see anything in the quadrant that is telling you that this market is going to fall? Everybody? And I know some of you, why are you shorting the market? You know, maybe not on this currency pair. Maybe you have different trend lines on different direction, you know. And I know some of you, you know, and then everybody listen to me, or you can reject what we're teaching you, you know, it's up to you. But some of you, and I know some of you, you know, I'm telling you, I'm asking you, why did you short the market here? You know? And you are telling me, well, because I am anticipating, you know, I am anticipating this and that. And then the conversation goes, well, this means that you have the crystal ball. If you're anticipating, you know. And from the previous lessons, everybody, the beginner traders challenge is, one more time, you know, not the general direction, but timing, you know. Do you want to talk about timing? You know, maybe you are seeing some pattern that this market is going to reverse in the future. It should reverse in the future. It's not the right time to go short on AUD CAT 2-hour chart. Is there anyone who does not agree? Which is okay. If you don't agree, type in the chat, Passion, I don't agree, because we need to talk. When you analyze the chart on the 2-hour, do you enter the trade on the 2-hour, or do you drop and enter the chart on the 1-hour or 50-minute chart? Elifred and everybody else, take your time, and the only correct answer is we are entering according to our strategy. Okay? You are going to learn about how to form your strategy on the lesson number 75. 85, we are going to talk about strategy systems, okay? we are entering the market according to the strategies. You know, a scalper has a different strategy from the day trader. A day trader has a different strategy from the swing trader. A swing trader have a different strategy, pardon my English, a swing trader has a different strategy from a position trader. A position trader has a different strategy, and so on and so on and so on. Okay, Elifred and everybody else, there is no one simple general answer. Okay, you're welcome. Now let's find another currency pair. Maybe Canada CHF. Canada CHF, great. Canada CHF, remove drawings. 4 hour chart. 15 minute chart. There you go, everybody. Canada CHF 15-minute chart, right? Now, is this uptrend line correct? Yes or no? What do you say? Is the uptrend line on the Canada CHF 15-minute chart correct? Elifred says no. Why not? Thank you very much for the feedback. Why not? Lucas says yes for me. Low says no. Great answer. Why not, everybody? Isn't this low the lowest low? Isn't this low the starting point of the uptrend? This low being the lowest low, this high being the highest high. You know? Why not? Oh, I didn't look at this, you know? So it's going to take some time, everybody. A lot of you beginner traders, and this was me back in time too, you know, we want to see just like this, you know, and even though this is wrong on purpose, you know, but we are thinking that trading on the smaller time frame is just, come on, trading view, is just this, you know, and it's this, and you know, and it's this, right? It broke through the trend, sure. Okay, very good. Low, thank you very much. Everybody, not just low, everybody together. So a trend line is a tool that confirms the trend, agreed? So if this is the first low, and this is the first high, and this is the second low, and this is the second highest high, and this is the third low, and this is the fourth highest high, and this is the fifth higher low, and this is the sixth higher high, and this is the seventh higher low, and this is the eighth higher high, and this is the ninth higher low, and this is the 10th higher high low. Do we agree that the market was making higher highs, higher lows? Agreed, everybody? Low, do we agree that the market was making higher highs, higher lows until up in here? So the first quadrant being the start of the uptrend, and the second quadrant being the, maybe I'm wrong, you know, maybe I'm wrong, but the second quadrant being the end of the uptrend. Yes, okay. So if the trend line is if a trend line is a tool that confirms a trend, right? And you know, somebody's saying, well, but it broke the candles. Well, you know, so simple question, everybody, from the, okay, for the grandpa too. I'm sorry, I forgotten about you, everybody. So Question. We have a vertical line. We have a vertical line, black. Okay. So everybody, from the vertical line on, is the market, I'm going to put an arrow. So from the vertical line on, is the market still making higher highs, higher lows, or not? Low, yes, agree, but it did not break the lowest low. True, it didn't break the lowest low, yes, sir. But it doesn't change the fact, everybody, that the trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. So if you look from the vertical line on the right, you know, just try, okay? Work with me, just try. What do you say? Is the market making higher highs, higher lows? Or is the market making lower lows, lower highs? You know, don't be shy. We're here to learn. There is no right or wrong. Not, oh wait, it's still trending. Everybody, let's go step by step. The left side is, so from the vertical line, the left side is easy, understandable, right? The market's making higher highs, higher lows. Okay, cool, yeah, okay. Simple question. It's a question, yes or no. On the right side, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? And I'm going to help you. So we are going to color code this quadrant in yellow. Tell me, everybody, look at the yellow quadrant. Is the yellow quadrant in an uptrend or is the yellow quadrant in a downtrend? That low says downtrend, downtrend. Okay, so if I'm leaving my trend line, my uptrend line like this, am I breaking any rules? Ah, difficult question, right? A trend line is a tool that confirms the trend, right? So until here, until the vertical line, right? Until the vertical line, this uptrend line confirms the uptrend. What about the right side from the vertical line? You know, what do you say? And if I draw a downtrend line, hopefully, if I draw a down, I need to readjust it because, so this is the high, and if I draw the green downtrend line, is this downtrend line correct, yes or no? So the vertical line is really, it's really the border, right? Because trends are interconnected, right? The market is always flowing from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? Elifred says yes, very good. Thank you very much. Okay, everybody, is anybody in here who does not understand, who is thinking that this uptrend line should be like this? Everybody? Is anybody in here who thinks that the uptrend line should be like this? Remember, a trend line is a tool that confirms the trend. No, okay, great. So this is the uptrend line, this is the downtrend line. Tell me, everybody, Canada CHF 15-minute chart, long or short? How we are going to trade this one? How do you want to trade this one, everybody? Canada CHF 15-minute chart, long or short? We are talking about the trend lines. Short, very good, excellent. Okay, everybody, now that being clear, tell me, type in the chat a currency pair and a time frame. If you are questioning, you know, if you are not sure, are my trend lines correct, you know, how to draw the trend line, okay? Type in the chat box. First comes first is served, okay? Dia says short, yes sir. Lucas short, yes sir. Elifred short, yes sir. Lois said long, I'm not sure about what you're talking about. So talking about Canada CHF, everybody, 15-minute chart, okay? So talking about the trend lines, the direction is short, is going down. The market's making lower lows, lower highs, okay? Now we're talking about the 3 trend lines every time frame has and how to understand them for better trading success. Now, this is for the beginner trader, okay? We are using the trend lines for number 1, the long-term trend line. The long-term trend line for direction, if you want. And number 2, the short-term trend line for what it's called timing. Okay, timing. Okay, got it, very good. We are using the trend lines for number 1, the long-term trend line is for direction, the short-term trend line is for timing, if you want, okay? It's not a must, we have different techniques, but talking about trend lines, okay? Oh, GBP JPY, right? Why not? Let's change GBP JPY on the 4-hour chart. Why not? GBP JPY 4-hour chart. Okay. Now GBP JPY 4-hour chart. Tell me, everybody. Okay, we are not seeing it all the way down, right? Maybe. Okay, everybody. I'm going to give you 30 seconds, okay? Try to draw trend lines on GBP JPY 4-hour chart and tell me right now, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Right now. Don't bother about long-term, medium-term, short-term, in general, right? Or let's talk about the first trend line, the long-term, okay? Is GBP JPY 4-hour chart right now in an uptrend or in a downtrend? And don't be shy, don't be scared, you know, there is no right or wrong. We are seeing the same chart, right? Or maybe not, it's my face, it's, you know. Okay. Let me do something. Where is the camera? Camera off, there you go. Okay, everybody tell me. Yeah, I'm sorry, okay, my face was in between. So look at the chart. Tell me, are we in an uptrend? Don't bother about long-term, short-term, mid-term. Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Low uptrend, Elifred uptrend, Diaz uptrend. Anybody else who is saying downtrend? How do we know? Well, we are going to draw the trend lines. Low is changing his mind. Downtrend. Diaz uptrend, Elifed uptrend. Low says downtrend. Lucas, we have a long uptrend line. I don't care what we have. The question is, are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Diaz uptrend, Elifred uptrend, low, downtrend. Anybody else? Okay, so what we're going to do we agree, everybody, that this is the starting point? This is the lowest low on GBP JPY 4-hour chart, maybe? Yeah, okay, this is the lowest low, agreed? And do we agree, everybody, that this up in here is the highest high? So from the lowest low, this would be the starting point. Do we agree that then up in here this is the highest high? Do we agree on this? Yes. Okay, very good. So I'm going to extend my uptrend line, and remember, I should not break wicks and candles. So the uptrend line, okay, I'm touching. You can touch the wick, but not breaking it. So, and I'm going to extend it. Okay, see everybody. So congratulations to everybody. You are to the traders that are saying, well, we are in an uptrend. Yes, we are. We are in an uptrend. And for the beginner trader, you know, some of you are screaming right now, oh, but the market's making lower lows, lower highs in here, right? Everybody, this is lesson number 9. And we learned in the previous lessons about the relevant highs and relevant lows. Okay, not all highs and lows are relevant. Make sense? And this is why I'm telling you, you're going to be sick and tired of me telling you, watch the webinars, watch the streamings from lesson number 1. Why? Let me talk to you. Okay, camera again. So you're going to be sick and tired. Why? Because it's going to get more and more and more complex. Okay, not more difficult, but just more complex. Okay, so some of you are screaming right now, oh, it's making lower lows, lower highs. Sure, but those, come on, trading view, those lows and highs are not relevant, okay, for the grandpa and the grandma. Those highs and lows, they, okay, so step by step, right? Number 1, yes, where's the, yes, those are highs and lows, lower highs, okay? Yes, sir, yes, ma'am. But those highs and lows, you know, this downtrend, and yes, this is a downtrend, you know, but those highs and lows are not relevant for the uptrend line. Make sense? Why do you mean by not relevant? The market is in an uptrend, you know? Make sense? Now, of course, we learned about the long-term view and the short-term view. Okay, so long-term, this is the lesson, everybody, beginner traders. Long-term, GBP JPY, and we had USD JPY a few days ago. Long-term GBP JPY on the 4-hour chart. Don't mix apples with bananas. You know, we're talking about the 4-hour chart. Long-term, the 4-hour chart, GBP JPY, is still in an uptrend. Okay, now we have this one too. We should not break candles or wicks. Let's change the color. This would be the intermediate, and now, you know, the one who are screaming at me, oh, the market's making lower lows, lower highs, oh my god, you know. So the blue line, right? And this is how we as beginner traders, we should start reading the charts. Okay, so what are we seeing? What's the time? Okay, and watch this lesson, everybody, 2 or 3 times. You know, I don't need to watch it 2 or 3 times. I'm intelligent. Has nothing to do with intelligence. Our brain cannot sustain this much information. So relevant highs, relevant lows. Okay, now what do we see? This is how we are reading the chart. Okay, and we are doing this is just an example on every currency pair, on every time frame. So GBP JPY for our chart, this pair, talking about the trend lines. Don't confuse the Fibonacci, Ichimoku, crowns, head and shoulders, monthly bands. Talking about the trend lines. Okay, talking about the trend lines, GBP JPY for our chart, long term, we are still up. How do you know? Look at the green uptrend line. Passion, I don't believe you. Well, I don't need you to believe me. I need you to look at the chart. Did the market, so for the grandma and the grandpa, question number 1, is the green trend line okay, yes or no? Talking about the relevant highs, relevant lows. Elifred, the video will also help us with discipline, patience, and consistency. Hopefully, you know, hopefully. So the grandpa says yes, the green line is okay. Great, thank you very much. Another question. So if the green line is okay, and look at the chart, did the market break the green uptrend line? What's the answer? No, it didn't, right? So if this uptrend line is okay, and if the market didn't break the uptrend line, then what is the long-term environment, the long-term perspective until it breaks? Oh, now I see, right? But wait a second. So this is the green. Not bother with the violet because it's thin. Okay, let's get it. Let's put it out. Now, what about the blue one? The aggressive one, the short-term one. Yeah, I made a mistake. I should have left the violet on because there you go. Okay, so what about the blue one? Everybody, what about the blue one? So what I need you to learn today, everybody, beginner traders, is that a day trader maybe, you know, and we don't have the crystal ball, a day trader maybe, and again, my face is in between. Let's get out my... So a day trader, when he sees something like this, you know, just maybe, a short-term swing trader, whatever, you know, name it as you want it doesn't matter, but, you know, somebody who would see that the market broke the aggressive trend line and would see that the market, it's making lower lows, lower highs, you know, would maybe go short in this period. This could be the 15-minute chart too, the daily chart, the 2-hour chart. Okay, but yes, if this day trader, scalper, whatever, right, system trader, you know, whatever, if this trader is not quick enough, or it's not skilled enough, or maybe entered at the wrong time, okay, maybe entered at the wrong time. What does this mean? Delete, thank you very much. Delete, yes. So maybe entered at the wrong time. Okay, what would be the example? Okay, somewhere in here. Okay, or maybe entered here. Come on, trading view. Or maybe entered here. You know, if the beginner trader, the scalper, the day trader, whatever, is not skilled enough or not quick enough, let's take this trade in consideration. what is going to happen. And we are not judging anybody, you know, we are all the same. We would lose, you know. Why? You know, why would we lose? Well, because the market broke the, come on, the market broke the short-term trend line, but did not break the medium term and the long term. Make sense, everybody? Go as how can I watch lesson 1 to 8? Not sure, but you go on my profile and click streams. Okay. And one last thing before we finish for today. Okay. Look at this. Let's go on USD JPY again. USD JPY weekly chart. Now let's go on EuroCAD, right? EuroCAD. Come on, EuroCAD. Remove drawings. EuroCAD weekly chart. It's all the same, you know. Though we are using the same concepts on different time frames, higher high. So this trend line stays like this. Okay. And what would be the example? Maybe this one. Bad example, I cannot show you. Let's go on USD JPY. USD JPY monthly chart. Remove drawings. USD JPY monthly chart, everybody. So we have the upper band, lower band, and this would be the long-term uptrend line, right? And this would be the medium term. Okay. Here is the question that you need to learn. Okay. Between the short term, medium term, and long term, which trend line is stronger? Musa, go to the streams part and watch the lessons. Thank you very much, everybody. Between the short term, medium term, and the long term, what trend line is stronger? Okay, now for the grandpa, and I'm not joking, if this is the long-term trend line, you know, and this is the market, come on, trading view, and this is the market can do all kinds of things, right? And this is the market, and this was the, back in time, this was the first aggressive trend line that got broken. I'm not sure if my English is correct. This was the second one that got broken. Okay. Now look at those three trend lines, you know, which one is stronger? The black one being the long term, or the orange one being the medium term, or the red one being the aggressive? Which one is stronger? Please change your chart to Renko. Let me learn how to mark up the monthly chart. Elifred, I'm sorry, I have no clue what Renko is. Okay, I mean, I know what Renko is, but I'm not using it. The black one, the long term, thank you very much, the long term. Okay, so when we are shorting short-term something, beginner traders, this is maybe the most valuable thing today. When we are shorting short-term something, is this low probability or is this high probability? Long-term, Lucas, yes. When we are shorting short-term, it doesn't matter what currency pair, it doesn't matter what time frame. When we are shorting something short-term, Is this high probability or is this low probability? Low. Low says low. Anybody else? Lucas, low. Go as low. Elifred, higher. No, sir, it's lower. The long-term trend line is stronger. Then beginner traders, why are you trading low probability trades? If we understand this, why are you doing this? Oh, you know, we are not judging anybody. I did the same, you know, we are all the same. I was trading exactly like this back in time. But check your trading, and if your account is going down, check your trading, and maybe you are going to get aware that you are doing maybe something like this. Maybe we as beginner traders are trading low probability patterns, and maybe we are using low probability tools. This is just an example. Oh, right. Okay, everybody, some of you are asking me, you know, help me, how can you help me? This is how can we help you, you know? If you want quicker results and not to waste 2 or 3, 4 years and figure out the market, ask for private lessons of the Forex course 101. You know, some of you are doing this already. Okay, not necessary if you want, right? It's the course, it's for free, you know? I rejected some of you on the number 2. You cannot enter the Forex course 202 until you learned about the Forex course 101. Okay, it's not personal. You are going to waste time and money in here. And if you don't like being in a course, if you want to prefer a coach, you can opt for number 3. And lastly, number 4, again, if you want, you know, we can help you to build a career with us. Okay, everybody, this is the chart. Homework, practice, 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 practice. Until tomorrow, stay strong and trade with passion. This is Fxpassion signing off.